Hey guys, LC Manga here, and today I'm going to be telling you my personal top 10 protagonists in anime as of when I am recording this video. So, at number 10, we have Mellie Otis from Seven Deadly Sins. Now, I like Mellie Otis. He's not my favourite Seven Deadly Sins character, but he's a very interesting character, and he carries the narrative very well. He's a fun character, and he has all these hidden secrets that you slowly find out during the course of the series. At number 9, we have Saitama from One Punch Man. Saitama is a hilarious character. He wants to be a hero for fun, and he just ends up being the best hero of all time. He can't be beaten. He's stronger than all of them, and he just doesn't care. He doesn't find any fun in his fights anymore because he's just too used to beating everyone. Saitama is a very interesting character because he's funny on the outside, but he has layers that you can discover during throughout the series. At number 8 is Deku, or Midoriya, from My Hero Academia, or Boku no Hero Academia. His character is really interesting because you get to see him grow, both mentally and physically, learning how to control his power, his quirk, which is a cool process to see. You get to see him progress and become stronger, both mentally and physically. You get to see him form all these friendships with all these new people and all these relationships, and also villains, he also gets rivals throughout the series, and it's just, I like seeing his progress throughout the series, so Deku is my number 8. Number 7 is Nico, or Nicholas Brown, from Gangster. Firstly, I think he's quite a charming character. He doesn't speak much because he's deaf. He does a lot of sign language, but I love his relationship with Warwick. He's a badass. He's a tag, and he's really strong, or at least he seems really strong at first. But you find out he's not actually as strong as you thought he was. But that's a spoiler kind of thing. The moments that he does actually speak, you pay more attention, which adds more seriousness to what he's saying and more depth to what he's actually saying in that moment. A lot of the things he says to Warwick are quite funny when he's sign language, using his sign language and all that. And I just really like his character, so that's why Nico Brown is number 7. At number 6, I have Edward Elric from Full Metal Alchemist, or Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood to be specific. I really like both him and Al, and their relationship is really interesting to watch unfold. But Ed is so motivated and so passionate, and I see that, and you can't not like that. He's very short-tempered, but he's committed and he's passionate, and he knows what he wants. He just wants to get his and his brother's bodies back for them, which makes him a really interesting character to follow. So Edward Elric is my number 6. Number 5, I kind of cheated on a little bit. I chose all 5 of the boys from prison school, as I feel like they complement each other so well, and they're all kind of main characters. You can make the argument that Kyoshi is the main character, but I feel like all 5 of them are. You have Kyoshi, Gakuto, Andre, Shingo, and Joe, and they all complement each other so well. I feel like they work really well off of each other, and they're all funny perverts, which, is an anime thing. And I just really like all 5 of the characters, and they all work really well together. They're all hilarious. So all 5 of the lads from prison school are my number 5 choice. At number 4, I have 9 and 12 from Terran Resonance. Again, I'm kind of cheating. I couldn't pick between the two. They both feel like protagonists, and they both work really well off each other. I love the kind of brotherhood that they have, even though they're not actually brothers, and the way they work with each other. 9 is the brains, and 12 is the brawn, I guess. He does all the active stuff, whereas 9 comes up with all the plans. And they have such a tragic backstory, and you can't help but feel for them. I just love their relationship together, those two. And the relationship they form with the girl as well it's really special. And they just work really well together. So that's why 9 and 12 from Terran Resonance are my number 4. Number 3 is Shinichi Izumi from Parasite the Maxim. Now, Parasite holds a special place for me, as it was my first anime that got me into, that I knew was anime, that got me into anime. Shinichi felt like such a kind of relatable character. He noticed changes within himself, and you see him change throughout the series and kind of grow as a person, as well as like come to terms with who he is, and also save people, because obviously he has to stop all the parasites. And it's just seeing his progress from the beginning of the series to the end of the series, and how he changes as a person. It's just so like invigorating for me. Like you can just watch it and see how he's changing. It's just I just think it's really good. So Shinichi Izumi is my number 3 pick. Now number 2, a lot of you, if you know me, will be expecting this to be number 1. However, for the anime adaptation, I do not feel him to be number 1. And that is Guts from Berserk 1997. Now, I love Berserk 1997. However, I prefer Guts' portrayal in the manga. Therefore, I felt like I couldn't put him at number 1 in top 10 anime protagonists. Guts is such a tragic character. His backstory is horrible. Watch him power through all the horrible stuff that happens to him. Just keep fighting and fighting. He's such like a cool character and like a strong character. You see how he forms all these relationships, and then it all crumbles and it kind of breaks him, but he just carries on fighting. And that's why Guts is my number 2 spot. Now before I get into number 1, I have to do a few honourable mentions and one dishonourable mention. So first off, we have Claire from Claymore. I love Claymore as a series. Claire is quite a tragic character like Guts is, and I love following her story. She's a really good character. Next up is Shimatsu Toyohisa from Drifters. He's just a savage. He just kills anything that gets in his way, and I love that. He's just an amazing swordsman. He's brave. He's honourable. He ends up leading the resistance, and I just think he's a really cool character. Gyan from All Out. He just tries and tries and tries, and I respect that about him. He's not very good at rugby, but he just really wants to be. So he just tries and he trains and he trains to try and get better, and he never gives up, and I just love that about him. Now, for my dishonourable mention, I have to put Ken Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul, because he's just a little bitch, really. There's no other way to put it. He just cries at everything. He can't just get through stuff. I just hate that he's just cries at everything. He's just like really emo, and I just don't like that about him. So Ken Kaneki is my dishonourable mention. Now, getting into number 1. Gon from Hunter x Hunter 2011 specifically, but Gon, he just never gives up, and you can't dislike him. He's such a likeable character. He just wants to be everyone's friend. He just wants everyone to like him, and he never gives up. He's so determined and so stubborn. No matter, even if it means he's going to get the shit beaten out of him, he'll just carry on, fighting through it to get what he wants, to help his friends, to do whatever he can to find his dad. I respect that so much about Gon, and that's why Gon is my number 1 character. He's just too likeable. He's too likeable to not be number 1. But I want to say thank you for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like. Comment if you want more top 10s. Comment what your top 10 would be. Subscribe if you like anime and manga related content. If you like anime and manga, feel free to check out my other videos. And keep watching anime and reading manga.